Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. This episode sucked. That's it. That's all I really have to say. Well, I want to sit there and thank you for watching. Be safe. If it was only that easy. I skipped through pretty much all of Bridge Memorial. I really didn't care. Yeah, I just didn't care. I'm happy for the actress. She's out there living her best life with her boo in a new place, a new town. She got a new show going on, so that's all well and good. So I'm happy for her. So there's that. Um, Liz, Liz actually made me laugh today. Okay, Liz actually made me laugh today. Okay, now she decided to get out of Dodge after she gets upset with Nicholas for trying to get her mother to erase Esme's mind. And she gets all outraged and all like, oh, like she's mad at him morally. Like, I can't believe you would sit there and do something like that. Well, I would never want someone to sit there and suffer the pain that I suffered through. Nicholas is like, I want to make sure that she doesn't remember anything in this way that we're both safe. And she's like, do you know how much every day I sit there and wait and I pray? And it was like, oh, we're praying now. Oh, okay. I thought you were actually going to sit there and do something practical, like, have your mother do her magic to make sure that she doesn't remember anything. But you just want to sit there and hope and pray and wish upon a star that she doesn't remember. And now she's all like, oh, I'm so done with you. And, I'm finished. And I'm like, what do you mean you're done with him? Even Nicholas is like, what do you mean that you're done? You do realize that if she goes to the cops, you're going to jail. This is what she did. Like, this is the part that's so laughable when I'm sitting there watching this whole scene. She's all like, oh, I covered for you and I lied for you and yada, yada, yada. And, my whole thing is Nicholas is like, I didn't put a gun to your head. You chose to keep coming back and forth over and over and over and over again. Remember she was all like, and you're going to need a nurse. Oh, okay. That sounds like you volunteered to, help commit a crime. That's what that sounds like. Now she's all morally outraged. After taking part in a kidnapping, now she's all morally outraged. So she walks away, right? She walks away and Nicholas decides to manhandle her in front of Laura and Finn. And Finn is like, yo, get your hands off her. Finn before that was talking to Laura. And, she's all like, oh, I'm sorry that you and, Liz didn't work out. And hopefully you two could be friends one day. Hopefully those two could be friends one day. What universe do you live in, lady? Seriously. She cheats on him, has another baby, has a baby by this guy. And you sit there and wish that they could be friends one day. I always find that really funny, especially with the whole Josh situation. She was like, I would like us to be friends one day. I was just like, oh, so you pretty much want hell to freeze over, right? Okay, because that's the only way I can see that happen if hell froze over. But she's like, he's like, well, I want to be cordial, whatever, Violet and stuff, That's just, I'm sitting there looking at Laura's like, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I think that's as real as good as it's gonna get. Period. Point blank. Um, what else happened in this episode? Because it really wasn't much. Oh, the only good thing that did wind up happening was Liz told Finn that she wasn't in a relationship with Nicholas. She was like, she didn't have a baby with him or anything like that. She lied to him, and I was like, okay, good. Because I'm not gonna lie, when she was like, I got something to tell you, I was like, okay, cool. I guess we're gonna have to sit there and wait into the next episode, or probably not even to then. But they didn't drag that out, so I give him a point for that. Give him a point for that. Give him a point. Especially when they're talking to Jordan about hypotheticals, as far as the baby and everything like that. Like, well, what happened to the baby? when Esme goes to jail, but what if Nicholas went to jail? And Jordan's like, Jordan's like, do you have a crime? Do you have a crime you want to sit there and report, Spencer? Because I'm sitting there thinking, like, why would you sit there and talk about, well, what if Nicholas was in jail? What kind of reason would Nicholas be in jail? You do realize that you're talking to a cop, right? But to be honest, it didn't really go anywhere. Um, at some point, after Laura talks to Nicholas, sit there and try to reach the good man in him again, and he's all like, "Oh, I vow to be a better person. I'm tired of listening to Uncle Victor." Okay, sure. I guess we'll see how long that lasts. They go and try to be there for Spencer, because they pretty much missed the whole memorial. And Spencer is talking to Trina. He's like, "Hey, could you leave for a little bit? It's family business." No, 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 no. I think she should stay. I think she should stay to sit there and see how the Cassadines get down when no one's looking. Okay? I think it would be a very good educational moment. I think she should stay. I don't know why he sent her away. But he pretty much all vows revenge on talking about, oh, I'm make sure that my brother or sister doesn't get treated the way I did, and yada 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 yada. Maxie was there, Dante was there, Brad was there, Scotty was there, and they all take a look at the baby. And Sonny and Nina was there. That was about it. That was literally it. Heather was sitting there looking at Esme about to sign the papers, and she was like, "Don't do that." First of all, she was all like, "Oh, you can't trust men." I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, Heather. You do realize you're in the nut job. You're in the nut house, right?" So I'm not gonna sit there and take that comment offensively. Um, but she tries to get her to stop from, because Esme is like, "Oh well, Nicholas said that he would sit there and look after the baby until I get out," and she's sitting there thinking that she can trust this dude. She's like, why? He seemed like he's really nice and sincere and stuff like that. And Heather was like, no, 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 don't do that. Do not do that. So she did get Esme to at least think about it for a day until he comes back. Which in all reality, I hope she doesn't do that. I hope she does not sign that baby over to Nicholas. They both see Ryan, and Heather goes to talk to Ryan and give him an update as far as Nicholas trying to take the baby from her. Dante and Sam is asking a lot of questions about the nanny named Maggie or whatever. And Heather's like, "Yo, listen, we gotta sit there and leave town. We gotta do it tonight. All three of us gotta just get out of Dodge." Which I'm wondering if they're gonna actually do that, because now at this point the walls are closing in. Dante and Sam told Jordan that they're gonna be going to Ireland or France or whatever the hell they're going to sit there and try to look for Maggie. So the walls are definitely closing in. Now, Heather wasn't there lying to Esme about, granted, she already not telling her about the fact that she is a mom, but also sitting there saying that saying that Ryan, he's paralyzed or whatever, he can't really move or talk or anything like that. And also don't trust him. So, yeah, there's that. But reality, she's right about that. No one in their right mind should be sitting there trusting Ryan. I don't care if that is her daughter. That is his daughter. She still shouldn't trust him. Even if she had her memories back, she still shouldn't sit there trust him. Brad, he wasn't mad, but he was just disappointed because he found out about her about Brit diagnosis, and he was just like, why didn't she not tell me or anything like that? And Lisa was like, well, yeah, because you would have treated her a lot differently, and she wanted somebody to be a really good friend and just remind them all the good times, not really kind of wallow in sadness. So That was a nice moment. And then after that, I pretty much kind of fast forward through the rest of it. I think that's pretty much about it. I can't. Yep, I can't really think of anything else that happened. Overall, this episode was an episode. I'll just sit there and say that. I mean, listen, if you were there for Britt's Memorial, if you like that stuff, if you was wanting to see the whole Britt Memorial, you definitely did get your wish. Um, I did like the fact that, now that I think about it, I don't know exactly how much I actually like that fact. See, towards the end, old Britt put Britt's picture on the wall with all the other people that came before, all the other people that died, right? But isn't all those people that are on the wall, like they actually died in real life? Like those are actors from the show that did pass away. But Britt didn't pass away, so why was her picture there? I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. I don't know how to feel about that. But I feel like that's literally about it. I don't think I really have anything else to say. So I'm gonna end the video here, but before I do go, it's time for a little bit more shilling, I guess. I know, it's a YouTube thing. But I did put out a new video for members as far as my thoughts on Sunny or Maurice Bernard leaving. I got into a little more detail about that. So if you're not a member, you want to join, become a member. There's a couple other videos that I just do that just talk about different parts and sections of these soap operas, live streams only, and monthly shoutouts. So if you're thinking about joining, it's $4.99. And the live streams are definitely a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. It's definitely very chill. You have a really good group of people. So, if you can hit the join button, that definitely would help. I know if you have an iPhone, it's not there. I think you have to go to like Safari or something, and then go into your YouTube account and you'll see it. So yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more better with these. I don't want. I want people to join, but I don't want to sit there and be all the pushy salesman kind of vibe. I don't like that. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and it just gets on my nerves. So, I mean, I understand why they do it, but it's still just a little bit too much. So I'm trying to find this balance, and I think like anything else, it's a learning curve. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. I will see you in the next video or the next live stream, which is going to be tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And I always put out a notification about an hour before I go live. So, definitely look for that. And I'll see you in the next video.